Gabe official is officially canceled.
You're joking.
Bro, what did he even do?
I'll take.
He cooked himself,
Everyone
man.
relax, it's just an
The
opinion.
memes are rolling in already.
Bro, you are entitled to your opinion, but you are 100% wrong on this. There's no way you sat here and made this video defending these women.
Can't play with people's food, man. Don't play with people's bodies. How about that?
And being banned is not really anything to me, because at the end of the day, like, sexual assault is a crime, and people that say that it's not sexual assault, I don't know what you think sexual assault is or anything like that.
They got unbanned in 24 hours, less than the 30 days that I said. I was right about Twitch being fake, but I was dead wrong about something way more important, and that's what this video is about. I made a video about the Lynn and the Zoe Spencer situation, and I fucked up. Let me be clear about what I got wrong before I say anything else. I admit I minimized what happened to Saeed. I focused on him laughing. I said he was playing along. I said people were overreacting, but here's what I missed. Silky literally said he's not consenting. That should have been all I needed to hear, and when I did hear it, I glossed over it. I was focused on calling out Twitch and all the other streamers that I ignored the actual person this happened to. Saeed said he was hurt. His parents cried when they found out, and he needed time to deal with what happened. And that's real. That's not fake, and that's not overreacting. I victim blamed. I said things like he could have fought back, and he could have told them to stop. And that's the same logic used to dismiss victims all over the world. And I was completely wrong for that. The responsibility was clearly on Nina and Zoe to stop when consent was withdrawn, not on Saeed to fight harder or be more aggressive. I was completely wrong about that. So look, if you're watching this and you can actually respect someone who can admit when they were wrong, hit the subscribe button right now. Because as always, we're building an official society for people who see through the BS, but can also hold themselves accountable. So lock in now and hit that subscribe button. But I also called out all the big streamers like XQC, Osman, and all the other guys. I called them crybabies for speaking out. I tried to make it seem like they were just clip farming and they really didn't care. And that was wrong.
I think Amazon needs to look into this immediately. You are allowing people that blatantly sexual assault other individuals on your platform. At what point does legal not come in and say you need to ban people?
They were calling out actual misconduct, and I dismissed it because in the moment I seen a different angle. So that's what I got wrong. No excuses, no long explanations. I minimized harm to a real person, but here's where things get complicated. Me being wrong about the Saeed situation doesn't change the fact that I was still right about something else. Twitch moderation is completely performative. Lynn and Zoe Spencer got unbanned in 24 hours. And in the last video, I thought Twitch would have gave them at least 30, but no, they got 24 hours banned. Not even a week, 1 day. And this proves exactly what I said in my original video. Twitch doesn't ban based on what's right. They ban based on the PR pressure. Asmongold came out immediately.
An on-video action that happened, and there were multiple instances of it happening where they were next to the chairs, at the desks, and then on the bed at the same time, right? It was literally caught in 4K twice. So you could say it was even caught in 8K. And so she gets unbanned from Twitch after one singular day. That is unbelievable. And also, I would love to talk to some people that are journalists or people like this that are able to talk, that are able to write something about this or something, because like really there needs to be more awareness of this.
Bro is heated, and he should be, because this isn't about Nina and Zoe anymore. This is about what Twitch just told everyone. They told us they never really cared about Saeed. They never really cared about male victims, and they never cared about accountability. They care about making the situation go away as quick as possible. And the moment that the internet moved on to the next thing, ban lifted. And if you're realizing how fake all this is, you need to join the official society. We don't fall for the performative activism. We see the game while everyone celebrates these fake wins. Hit subscribe, turn on the notifications, and hit that like button to join the real one. Here's why the 24-hour unban is actually more dangerous than no ban at all. It sends a message to victims like Saeed. It says your experience doesn't matter. We only pretended to care because people were watching. To creators like Nina and Zoe, it says you can push boundaries, just lay low for a day and then come back. To the big streamers who spoke out, it says your voice doesn't actually change anything. We'll pretend to listen, but then we'll do what we want. And to the audience, it says don't bother holding us accountable. We're gonna do the bare minimum every time. Silky hit 50,000 subscribers on Twitch, and he's giving all the money to Saeed.
Hey! Let's go! everybody.
You got a
Mr.
burger
Sam in the
grill.
place. Shout out to the CEO.
All subs still go to Saeed. Remember that. All subs still go to Saeed, my boy. I want all these subs to go to Sai, you heard? All these subs is going to Sai. So, currently, we are at 1,300. Saeed is taking all of that home. This is all going to Sai. I'm not touching none of this. Thank you. I love you, boy.
And that's beautiful. That's actual accountability. That's a real apology with action behind it. But where's Twitch action? A 24-hour timeout? Let me put this in perspective. We've seen male streamers that have gotten 30-day bans for way less. Showing something on screen by accident, saying something edgy, or even some heated arguments. But physical content without consent gets them 24 hours. And yes, I see the double standard that everyone was upset about in the first place. And Twitch, unfortunately, just proved it's real. I was wrong about minimizing what happened to Saeed, but I was right about Twitch not actually caring about male victims. Both things are true, but if you're tired of watching platforms pretend to care while changing nothing, the official society is where you belong. We break down the real systems. Heck, we even called the Unbanned, and while everyone reacts just to the headlines. Subscribe now because this is where the real analysis happens. Now let's keep it going. So here's what makes this even worse. Twitch actually had a chance to make a statement to show that they take harassment seriously regardless of the gender, to prove that male victims matter too. Instead, they did the exact thing that proved all the criticism right. They made it performative. And now when the next situation happens, when the next creator crosses the line, when the next victim speaks up, everyone's gonna remember this. They're gonna remember that Twitch actually doesn't enforce their own rules. They just manage PR disasters. So where does that leave us? Let me be clear about a few things. What Nina and Zoe did was wrong. Period. Physical contact without consent is assault, and the 24-hour unban doesn't change that. Saeed deserves better from them, from Twitch, and from creators like me who minimized what he went through. But Twitch also proved something important. They proved that the internet outrage doesn't actually lead to real change. It leads to performative bans, temporary fixes, just crisis management. And I think that's worse than nothing, because it makes people think that the system works when it doesn't. But here's what actually needs to happen. Twitch needs clear, consistent rules. Not we'll ban you if it gets viral enough. Not we'll see how the internet reacts first. Actual standards, actual reinforcement, actual consequences. The streamers who spoke out weren't wrong. Shout out to Young Dawn. This definitely was a learning lesson because they were right. And the problem is that Twitch only pretended to listen. And here's what I learned from this whole situation. You can be right about a broken system while still being completely wrong about a specific case. Twitch hypocrisy doesn't justify what Nina and Zoe did. And my criticism to Twitch doesn't justify me dismissing what happened to Saeed. I should have definitely led with some compassion for the victim. And I could definitely admit that was completely ignorant and irresponsible. That's on me, guys. I hope you guys can forgive me. But now we know for sure that Twitch isn't interested in accountability. They're interested in making their problems go away as quick as possible. 24 hours. That's how long they think this situation deserves. And if you want to be a part of a community that actually holds platforms accountable, you need to subscribe to the official society right now. We're on the road to 10K, so lock in now. Enjoy the society. Here's my final take on all of this. I was wrong about Saeed. I minimized real harm. I victim blamed. I dismissed people who were genuinely hurt. And I'm sorry to Saeed and to everyone out there who I may feel like their experiences doesn't matter. But I was also right about Twitch. They're fake, they're performative, and they don't care about victims. They care about managing the controversy. And that 24-hour unban just proved it. So what happens now? Nina and Zoe are back streaming. As I said, life goes on for them. Nothing happened. Saeed has to deal with what happened to him while watching the platform give this situation just a 24-hour consequence, and Twitch gets to pretend like they handled it. But here's the real lesson. Real accountability doesn't happen in 24 hours. It doesn't happen because of viral outrage. It happens when these platforms actually enforce the rules consistently. Until Twitch change how they moderate, until they stop waiting for things to go viral, until they actually protect all victims equally, this is gonna keep happening. Different streamers, different situations, same performative response. So to everyone watching this, here's what I want you to take away. Don't let these platforms trick you to think that temporary bans are real accountability. Don't minimize victims because you're trying to make a point of something else. And don't celebrate when you see Twitch pretending to care for 24 hours. The official society, we built different, and we won't let one bad take keep us down. We hold everyone accountable, including ourselves. And like I said, shout out to Young Dawn because it was a learning lesson. If you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, turn on the noties, and join the movement. Let me know in the comments what you think about this 24-hour ban. I'm Gabe Official. This is the Official Society, and until next time, holla at your boy.
Official Society.